Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I am filming a deer shot in the head look, and I do apologize for my voice, I am a little sick. I have two different bronzers here, the NYX powder bronzer and then the Stila cream bronzer. I also have this stick bronzer from Wet n Wild, and I just use this stick to kind of carve out my cheekbones. And obviously I'm just blending that out. Here is my inspiration look that I was kind of going off of. I noticed now that she contoured her nose and I did not do that. I started contouring my forehead and I didn't like the way that it looked. I had gone down too far. You can see it in my face right there. So I ended up going and taking a makeup wipe and erasing some of it. A little bit less, going back in with that NYX bronzing powder, which I really liked, and then I did some highlight on my nose and then on top of the cheekbones. Now I'm taking some liquid latex. I got this one at Walmart. You can get it pretty much anywhere. And I'm just circling out where I want the bullet wound to be. I end up doing this a couple times just because the liquid latex takes a while to get tacky. Now I am putting my eyeshadow base on. It's just from the Naked Basics palette. Then I'm taking that same matte bronzer that we used on our face and using that in my crease just to kind of deepen it up a little bit and kind of just give me the same color all around. Put that in my crease to my liking. Now I'm doing another layer of liquid latex. It's really buildable, and that's kind of how you get the fresh wound look. So the first one dried clear, but this time you can see it a little bit better. And just to enhance my wound, I am putting tissue paper on it really thinly. And I've heard that you're supposed to smooth it out, but I kind of left mine wrinkled because mine's supposed to be a gunshot wound. And I like the way that it ended up looking. So as you can see, I have excess on all the sides, and it just peels off super easy because the rest is just sticking to the latex. And here I am singing a song. Now I'm doing another layer of the liquid latex on top of that tissue paper that had already dried. I had to do my eyeliner, and I did a really thin line on the bottom, and I connected it on my inner corner in like a little triangle shape, and I end up not liking that and erasing it later on. But right here it's like so difficult for me to do it, obviously, but as you can see in this frame, you can see the inner corners a little better. Now I'm doing another layer of liquid latex, again just to enhance the wound. The tissue paper really helps. If you wanted to do another layer of tissue paper, that would work as well, but I just kept doing it and kind of pulling it out a little bit to make the wound look a little bit fresh. Now I'm taking my NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk and popping that on my inner waterline. Then I took a Tarte lipstick and put that on my brush and just put that on the outside of the wound. I thought it kind of did the effect of dry blood, and I put that all the way around. I really like the way that this looked. You could also try using actual blood for this as well. Now I'm just taking a foundation that's kind of my skin color and placing that all over the white latex. I'm sorry that it's so hard to see that color difference, but that's what I was doing. Now I'm taking this burn scar that I got at Spirit Store, which I didn't really like. You have to mix it, and then it comes out kind of like a jelly consistency, and I don't know, I thought it was just going to have a different effect. It was very hard to place in there. I had to take my spatula. As you can see, I'm dropping pieces on the floor. I just would not recommend this. I looked up videos on how to use this and I couldn't find anything. So I don't know if it's a new thing or what, but I will not be buying it again. It did the effect that I wanted it to for this video though. It made the wound look like it had just been burned. So I just left it there, as you can see. There's a close-up of it. Yeah, didn't really care for it that much. Next, I am going to put mascara on. I am using Better Than Sex mascara, and this one is the waterproof one. So make sure you have the Melt Off waterproof mascara remover for this one. Otherwise, it's very hard to take off. Now I'm going back in with that NYX Jumbo Pencil and making my dots. I originally copied what the girl had, and she only had 3 and then 2 on the top of her forehead. But then I kind of went a little dot crazy and just kind of put them everywhere that I liked and thought they looked good. Do as much or as less as you prefer. The next thing that I'm going to use is called the iMagic palette, and I'm so happy I found this. It is a dupe for the Makeup Forever palette, which retails for $99, and this one was only $13 on Amazon. I will link it down below. And I'm just taking my black color from that palette and putting that on my nose. I really struggled with the nose because the picture that I was referring to, she had a straight line across for her nose, and I wanted my nose to look like something a little bit different. I struggled with how I wanted my nose, so I went back and found a picture of myself from Halloween a few years back, and I had done it a little bit different. Obviously, I don't look like a deer as much as I do here because I didn't have the white dots, and I wore that costume to work. So here I wanted to do it a little bit better. I also copied how I did the line from my nose to my Cupid's bow. And this took me a while too, just trying to get it straight and how thin or thick that I had liked it. Now for the fun part, the fake blood. This was $6 at Target, and Cameron bought it for me with his discount. Whoop whoop. So here I am taking off those triangles on the middle of my eyes. I just left eyeliner on the bottom and the top of my eyelids because I really didn't like that. Then I just put the blood into the cap so I can see the consistency and what color it was. I was hoping for it to be a little bit darker, but it dries darker, as you'll see later on. So then I just took a Q-tip and placed that on the inside of my latex, which was still my skin. And I was just kind of messy about it because it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a gunshot, so it's not going to be perfect. Next, I am making that blood streak down my nose. I was hoping that the blood would just kind of fall off the Q-tip if I held it upside down, but it's a very thick consistency, so I had to just make the line myself, as you can see here. And I ended up just making the dot at the end as where I wanted the blood trail to stop. And I just went back and kept filling it in. I'm trying to darken up the blood a little bit. But if you just wait, the blood dries dark, so you don't have to keep doing this over and over again like I did. Now I'm taking a black eyeshadow and just kind of deepening up that outer wound. And then take the black on the inside of the blood to add a little bit more dimension. And those are all of my steps to making yourself a deer that was shot in the head. Get your boyfriend, put him in some camo, get a fake gun, and you got your costume. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below if you loved it and any more ideas, and we'll see you next time.